Hi, everybody. Wonder if I can run music today. I can run music today. Isn't that nice? There we go. We got music going. All right. We are live and direct, and I don't know what my cat is. My controls here, but of course, he's make it so that made it so that I can't actually. Can't fix this. There we go. Boy, oh boy. Hello, Brent. You want a cat? Norman want a cat. What do you think? Is Norman to take care of the cat? George keeps sitting on my AC unit. And he sits on the control panel. Apply for it. See if they'll take you. Apply for that. Go for it, dude. Good. Huh. I'm going to do that. That's useful. Oh, yeah. That's a major jump. That is a big jump. That's horrible. 12K is a huge jump. People are jerks. That's all right. Yeah. I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm expecting the fact that these people are just jerks. This is the way it goes. So, it's the way it goes. Anyway, George keeps sitting on my air conditioning unit, and tonight I came home to find it's on dehumidify and set for 80 degrees and dehumidify and not air conditioning at all, which is why my office has been conspicuously warm for the last couple of days. So I'm aggravated with the cat. It's got to leave the AC unit home. It's hot. It's running around with the AC unit. So there's that. So, okay. I don't think that Can's going to join us tonight. He's been having a very rough week. His entire week's been sucky. So I think it's just going to be us. And I'm probably not going to stay on for very long because all I really want to do is make the medical bed and get that rolled out. And this week has been brutal. But on the flip side, I've got a wonderful set of kids this particular week. I've got 10 of them, and they're just wonderful kids. They're very lovely, and I love them, and they're very cool. And so that's been nice. And I bought a back brace, which has meant that I have not been completely disabled walking in the door every day. Yep, I'm off this is the end of school for me. This is the end of school until the 28th, which is a Sunday. So by the time we come back, all of school will be only on weekends for me. So I'll be on the weekends, and so it won't affect us. So we will move back to daily shows like we had before, and then they will just stay that way until the end of the school year or until break time or whatever. because I think during the Christmas break I'll probably have a work. Yeah, it's gonna be I don't know, 2 on 2 off. I have no idea. Actually, what I told her was I love being with the kids, but it's not critical. So prioritize everybody who wants to make money over me, because we're doing good, we're doing fine financially and stuff like that for right now. So this has been great. It's okay with everything. So that's what's going to happen. So I may work a weekend here or a weekend there every so often whenever she needs somebody to fill in a spot. So that's probably what's going to happen. So that's cute. So there you go. But definitely that's a thing. And I was in a meeting with the video team from NDK, and I was going to get more tea, and I didn't get more tea. So I'm wondering if we could sit here and listen to the music for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds while I go downstairs and get more water and get more tea and put some more ice in here, and then get back up here. Isn't that be? Regular school starts, yeah, on the 17th. So cool. I'll be right back. Don't go to sleep. I know you'll go to sleep somewhere else. Don't go to sleep. All right. That was done on the 11th. Oh, yeah. I got tea. It's beautiful. Let's get to cracking. All right. Switching over to drawing monitor. We have 3 pages left. We have to do the beds for medical. I'm realizing at some point here that we've been talking about the nudity thing in the comic, and I realized that actually, technically speaking, that should actually come in this first issue right here, because we brought aboard a guy, and the senator we brought aboard, he's going to be in the situation of in medical. People don't usually wear clothes in medical because they don't need to. So yeah, we're down to 3 pages. But it was occurring to me that would be a thing. Right? So we may actually have I don't know if I'm going to have it be blatant because it is the first issue. Probably should warm people up a little bit. But technically that's in medical, you don't wear clothes. So content warning. I'd see naked maquettes. Not tonight, though, because tonight I'm just building the bed. We've had this song before. It sounds like somebody's like crumpling up paper or something. I don't know. Doesn't it? I don't know. Creepy noises. Yeah. All right. Medical beds have extended wings because this is, you'll put the arm out on the wing to draw blood or whatever, or put an IV in or whatever. So that's sort of this extended wing sort of thing going on either side. And I feel like we're going to do sort of a thing where we pull that down to here, make it logical so it fits like that. Actually, it looks like we can pretty much do the whole thing like that. Some sense of it. Actually, I feel like I want to pull this even further back to here, like that. So the idea is that we're extending it out like that. And then I'm going to take the top, I'm going to bring this in. Like so. And then we're going to now have to scale it into its correct, we're going to have to scale it to the correct size. Right? So in this case, we've got to decide what scale are we at here. So it's got to be 2 meters long. So we will scale it up until it's 2 meters. 6, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then we put it to 2 meters like this. And then we scale it back down. Now that we've got it this way. Maybe a little over 2 meters, I think that we want. Just slightly over 2 meters. Just in case anybody's more than, the tallest being is going to be about 2 meters-ish, give or take. A human is about 2 meters. So everybody's about that size. There is a school of thought that believes that most creatures will achieve a certain size differential depending on the atmosphere and things like that. But there's a certain amount of variation to it, clearly. Yeah, their height plus some. Exactly. No, that makes total sense. Make the table. I'll go wide on the table, so like so. Kind of like that. Not that wide. Okay. All right. And this guy actually will shrink down a little bit because I like it when they're kind of elegant in this way. Taper nicely. Gives it a little bit of, a little elegance there. Looks good. Looks good. Kind of widen it out here. And kind of a nice taper going to it. Like so. And now this kind of looks like just a normal operating table kind of thing. So now we're going to check its side to see what its height is. Bring it up from the ground. Yeah, we're going to break it. We forgot to put it in naked mode. Put it in naked mode. There we go. Up right there. And the average height of a person would be 2 meters. So this would be the person standing up would be like this. So now we kind of know we need to bring the deck up a little bit more to make it here. Because ultimately, with the table and everything, you kind of want to put it at a point where it's raised in a nice way. I'm also going to put a platform underneath here, so I'm going to actually put this like this and then extend down like so. And then that way I can put a platform forward that kind of goes forward, so you've got to step up the zone. Okay. And we'll go like this, and then we'll extend this forward to about, I don't know, here. We do the same thing, extend forward. And I'll take each side, extend that out, and this gives you a step to step up onto it, so you can get up onto the bed. I won't do it on both sides, just one side, so you always enter on one side. And steps are a uniform height. What is the uniform height of a step? – 24 centimeters. All right. So steps are 24 centimeters. So if we assume that this is 10 each, 10 centimeters, so this is 2.4, so it's going to be most of slightly low. So just a little on the under of 5 there. So that's one step. There we go. So that's our step to get up onto the bed. Same thing though, we want to make it elegant. So I'm going to bring in this so that it's elegant and follows sort of the line of this. I like my elegant designs. That still follows the line of this. And we'll actually pull this back so the step fits. I can actually check and see how it fits. That's not bad. Not horrible anyway. They should be able to raise and lower, but I'm not going to make a lot of different pieces. Now we're kind of at this. And sadly, I don't like that step. It doesn't look that elegant. It takes a little bit of the elegance away from the table. And it takes enough of the elegance away. I'm kind of doing the feeling that maybe I should do something like this and lower the whole thing down like so, and then make just a step here. So literally only this, right? So that's the step. And then I can maybe bevel it in the front a little, and then bevel it in the back a little. So move this in sort of like this to just sort of bring it in so it's not tripping people. I feel like it's just, I don't know. Let's take this that way. And who knows? This step may do something else. It may have other jobs besides just standing up here, right? I mean, maybe, but this looks better. At least it looks a little better to me, right? It looks definitely like something somebody would do in a medical table of some sort. Okay, so next things next. Naked mode to the left here, and do this, and go E, 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 like so. Okay. Then we're going to take this middle row right here and up low, like so. We're just going to do a lateral, bring it in, like so. And then we can take this entire segment of this, bring it down like this. And this entire segment, bring it down like so. And what we'll have is a nice beveled sort of, right? Execute the patient is the important part, though. I'm just saying, we have priorities. There will be a control panel, but that's a different critter. Right? See, we're back to squishy noises. What's it with this music? Ugh. I don't know. All right. I'm going to raise the pillow side just a little bit here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shooting, Tex. Give it a little bit of a pivot at the top there. On this side, we can bring down. There we go. There we go. A little bit of elegance. I like it. It looks good. You probably bring these forward a little. They look like they need to be forward just a hair. That, like I said, just kind of give it the flare there. Just a little bit of sort of a nice little flare going on there. So yeah, before you go to sleep, because I know that will be occurring relatively soon. Yes, that actually is exactly what the Enterprise chairs do on Strange New Worlds. They lay back or they sit forward for dentistry and stuff like that. Anyway, before you head off to the Never Neverland, I would like we're going to go back to our normal schedule on Friday. So Friday will be a normal daily show and not a night show, but or at least I won't be running the night show, the night stream. Brian might, but Ian might, but I won't. So we'll have to see how things work. But yeah, so just so you know that'll happen, so you can get back to that. It'd be a good thing for storage too. I could see that. I think that it might pivot down here somewhere or whatever, but not 100% sure I want to mess with that at this point. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I know I'm going to bring this out as a work table space or whatever, so that the doctor has a place to place things when the doctor's here. Because I'm going to have them come up on this side, and I have the doctor work on them on this side. That's fine. There's no. I just want to make sure you know it's happening, so that you don't, miss it. Because I don't want you to miss it. That sucks. I like having you around. I like you. So, all right, go into here. Like this. Just brought just a smidge. Ooh, be calling this thing good. I understand that. In case we ever need a screening attachment, which we probably will at some point. That's what that is. So there's this screening attachment to the side. I should probably bring it over and out. Stuff like this. All right. Then we'll go to one side. Because you know that, like all medical things, there has to be the surgery bay sterilized shield box that they put over people. Well, it needs to snap into place somewhere, so it's going to snap into place on this little feed here on the side. That's what this thing's job is. So. But we need to make it not quite so crappy. So the first thing we're going to do is try to select all the right pieces. Right now it's kind of a mess. If we do this, then we can see it easier. We're going to be here, and it's difficult to see things. So we want to make sure that it's not tying up the mattress, and it needs to be level with itself, so it needs to be consistent here. There we go. That was fun. The Matrix glitching thing was kind of cool, though. I mean, I'm just going to say it. And I'm glad you could join us. I really was. Okay, maybe I do want that further back because I feel like this and this need to be like so. Right? There we go. And that way they at least look like they're aligned correctly. Like that. Yep, that's what we're after. Also be aware that I have had no time this week, so I haven't seen For All Mankind last week or this week, and I haven't seen Orville last week or this week, so I'm going to have to catch up with both of those. And I know, because of the nature of For All Mankind, that all kinds of things are about to go down, because that's just the way it goes. They left us on a pretty brutal cliffhanger last time I was watching, so I know that we had the Mars slide, and that's where they left me. And I'm aggravated because I don't know what happened in the Mars slide, so we'll have to find out. So, don't say anything, though. Oh, we're waiting for it to finish up. Well, everybody dies in the end, so there's that. I thought you were watching with me there. I mean, it's okay that you're not. There, sounds a little bit more like that was a little more accusatory than I meant it to. Okay, I feel like we're doing good here. This is good. So, all right. I feel like this is the beginning of a beautiful bedship. Okay, let's check a couple of things, though. Bed. Let's see. 80 inches long, 36 inches wide. That doesn't help me any. 80 inches. Nothing does things in. I don't like the systems. It knows I'm in the US, so it's only giving me things in US inches. It won't tell me anything in metric at all. It never tells me anything in metric because it knows I'm in the US. So why in the world would I ever want to use metric? Except that I did everything in frickin' okay. Okay, plain white hospital bed, 1800 millimeters by 900 millimeters by 600 millimeters. So it's 600 up by 900, or 600 across by 900. Okay. Except it's not telling me where it is to the bed height. Okay. Because I need to know what the standard bed is to a hospital bed to a mattress size. There we go. So up to 720. That's what it's saying. 720 millimeters to the top of the bed. Okay. That's good. I can work with that. I can work with that. Yep, I'm waiting to even just, I don't even know where they're going to go in season 4. So 750 is 720. 720 is, that's 7 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2, which is where the bed is. Oh, good. I did exactly what I was trying to do. Good. No guessing. We'll drop it a little bit. Yeah. I might really screw stuff up because we're not in naked mode. I'll drop it just a smidge to there. Well, and that's the thing. In 2 more weeks, then we're going to get season 3 of Lower Decks, and I'm back into Star Trek again, and life is good. Life is always good when there's Star Trek. I understand that I'm biased and really just don't care. All right, so we're at the right height. A couple of things I also want to fix here before we go on any further. This guy needs to come back so that it's all trimmed in correctly. I think I even might want to do this a little and just bring that back just a little bit so it's sleeker. That'll just make it look a little bit better. See how that looks nice. And give it a little bit of a nice feel to it. All right. Mandalorian season 3. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm looking forward to that too. Why did you select the thing that wasn't the thing I selected in the first place? What was that all about, Cougar? I hate to say this, but there isn't even. How did you get to? There are points there. Are there points there? Where did that come from? Well, I'm willing to take that. It gives me more angle on the pillow. All about that. Andor I'm looking forward to. Well, I'm looking forward to anything. I'm an 80s kid, man. I will take anything you will give me. Even the stuff that I was like, well, it was okay. It's still awesome. I'm not arguing. Won't complain. Not going to argue at all. I'm just happy to have it. There was so little awesome stuff when I was an 80s kid that I'll take anything, man. I will take anything. It is okay. The Willow TV show, like I said, I'll take anything. I'm in. All right. Who's Louise? Didn't realize we had this extra section out here. I'm glad, but and do we have that all the way down? We do. I see. That's why. Squishy noises. Christmas special. I don't know. I didn't find the Star Wars Christmas special really half as offensive as everybody else seemed to. I thought it was kind of cute. I can kind of understand why everybody found it offensive, but again, not as much of a Star Wars nut as you guys are, so it's like whatever. It didn't bother me any. That was kind of funny, slightly goofy. You need to move. All right. Now I feel like it's I feel like as a good Star Wars fan, it is your duty to watch it and tell me what you think. There you go. As my local resident Star Wars expert, it is your sworn solemn duty. As an officer of the Unity, it's in your charter. Little did you know that you got drafted. Except that you're probably not an officer in the Unity, you're probably enlisted. I feel like you'd said somewhere along the line you were enlisted. So I was like, well, as an enlisted person in the Unity, then still your sworn duty. Although we had talked about the fact that enlisted and officers have different, sort of a different feel in the Unity. Yeah, you'd be like Gunny. Although he's a lifer, he just has never really gotten around to being promoted. And that's part of kind of the other part of the story, you know? Why is it Gunny never got himself promoted? Definitely a lifer. Dedicating his life to the QuaCk. I don't know, I feel like this might need to be back here, whether I like it or not. Here's a story there. What is the story behind Gunny? Another one of those. Oh. I haven't heard anything about Foundation. Like, I watched an episode or two, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. I don't feel like Asimov has ever translated very well. But still, I didn't hear whether it was canceled or not. Heard nothing. Just kind of went silent. All right. Now I'm feeling like we're getting there. Yep. I will. There will be a lot of little things that we're going to have where everybody does, but I'm going to do them the way that normal sci-fi Star Trek has sort of tropically done it. We're going to have, two characters are trapped on a planet waiting for rescue or whatever, and so so what brought you into the service? Well, I'll tell you, I was 6 inches of snow, and there were Argentinian bloodworms trying to kill me, and whatever. I'm just making up stuff. It's funnier. But yeah, that's my battle plan. Right? It didn't feel solid, and I'm not sure what that was about either. But I felt that. Stuff here. Mostly so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. C, huh? Okay. I will keep watching Foundation, and I don't know. Maybe I've just always felt that Asimov was difficult to mean, part of it is that Asimov firmly did not believe you needed to worry about that, pesky characterization thing, because nobody really needs that or anything. So he was kind of the opinion that you didn't bother with characterization, and nobody needed that. So he's difficult on that one, kind of like, Alrighty. Project from view. This is the top of everything here. And now we need to figure out how to do the rest of the mattress piece. But I really feel like, hopefully, no, we've got one piece. So we got a couple pieces here. The back needs to be done. That's right. The back. What is C about? Under. Man, there's a Henway joke right there. You're like, I enjoyed C, and I'm like, what is C about? And you're like, about 10 hours long. Hey, Henway joke. That's the floor, so we don't need to worry about this. Oh. This sounds like big guy movie. Like just a bunch of big dudes. All right, get in here. By the way, I like Jason Momoa, so all the jokes about it being a huge guy movie is just Huh. That actually does sounds remarkably good. Why are you not part of the front? Front? No, back. Front? Front. Good night. I'll see you either tomorrow night or I'll see you Friday in the morning. Sleep well, my friend. Don't let the henway bite. All right, good job. There we go. Man, there's a couple of like extra things that really should not be in there, but they are. There they are. All right, we'll make this the bottom side club. And we'll make this side of mattress club. Nope. Sure, grab all of it. I have to go up here and kind of dink with this a little, but I think we can get that in there. those two have specialized things. So I'm going to make them bigger so that I can put specialized widgets on them because they're control panels and or whatevers. Yeah, control panels. All right, we're just going to go ahead and save this. Export UV layout. I go to our normal spot. We click all UVs. Doesn't move it to 3000, but it does move it to 2000. Right. Now we'll go over here to this guy. We'll select him, go into object mode, make sure he's selected. Let me say export wavefront object. And go interiors and sets, kitty lake, sick bay. Forward bed. You have to make sure that mode is selected only. Everything's good, everything's good, export. Okay. And I'm not really interested at this point in time in doing much more than a cursory check to make sure everything's okay. So coming over here, interior sets, coming back out of interiors, and interiors is good. Interior textures, medical, and then we've got this guy. Check, check. Looks good, looks solid. So I'll give a new raster layer here, and we'll say white. Nope. Say white. Trim. And we will take this and go like this. High. We'll go one layer, new raster layer, and then we will say outline selection, draw on border, and we're going to make that 10. And we're going to actually have to do something other than this because we have to go like this first because stupid. Outline selection again. And border and roof. This will give me a roof guy here. It tells me a little bit of what's going on. And we duplicate this layer. Turn that off. And then we say extract line. We say extract line. Right. And probably that's going to be roughly acceptable. So we will say as medical bed JPEG. Data Studio. If we say open, no, cancel. We say import. This is why I need to go to bed. I'm getting tired. 3D props, interiors, Interior textures. Okay, that's not what we want. Interiors. Interior sets. Kitty wake. Sick bay. Medical bed. Open. Accept. Okay. Bed. Surfaces. So I'll go to surfaces on this. Say medical bed. Browse. Interior textures. There. Gray. And then say medical bed. There we go. Got that. And so now it's in here. We're gonna have to do some work on it because this is not what it needs to be. A couple of things. One, we need to make sure everything goes down quite a bit because we want it to look good, but not. All right, we've done that. There we go. All is good. The birds sing. The flowers bloom, and we have part of a medical bed. Oh, there you go. And we now have a bot hanging out. That's all right. I'm about done. I will go on ahead and I will say save as scene subset. And I'll call this medical bed. Okay. And we'll just say the medical bed, accept. And then when I do that, it'll come over here and end up in here with a medical bed. But why does it say set? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not that worried. All right. And we're out. Okay, guys. I'm done. I'm so tired. I'm going to go to bed. So we finished the medical bed. So now I can just go on ahead and start tomorrow night. I can go on ahead and just put in, design the medical bed, make it look a nice sort of thing, get it rolling. Then we can just lay them in. So that's what we'll do next. Until then, I'll see you later. I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed. Good night.